All right, it is a little cool this morning, 58 degrees, and we are looking at some clouds overhead. You can see, and that's why our sunrise this morning is beautiful because we do have some high clouds up above. We are dealing with the cooler temperatures, but we will be warming up. So your hot beverage this morning, I would say make it a medium because once we get toward the afternoon, we're looking at those temperatures getting a little bit closer to normal, especially for the metro areas. We do have a shallow marine layer this morning, but as soon as the clouds clear, we're going to start to see those temperatures go up. And then, as I mentioned, those high clouds, that's what's making way for that beautiful sunrise shot this morning. The clouds will gradually clear later this morning and then making way for partly cloudy skies for our metro areas, topping out into the low 70s, as I mentioned. And then it's going to be a little nicer this afternoon, and then we begin the cool down phase starting tomorrow. By the end of the week, that is when the big changes arrive. Believe it or not, we had this rain moving in from this powerful Pacific storm that's moving down the coast. So that's why we begin to cool before the system arrives and gets here. Today, our UV index is at a high level. It's at a 7, and then it gets to very high the next few days after that. By Friday, once the system arrives, you can see that UV index get down to high. So what that means is both areas, both categories, you still need that SPF more than 30 plus, and then you want to try to stay in the shade and then also limit your outdoor exposure. And then tomorrow, you probably just want to avoid the peak sun as we head into the afternoon. But otherwise, starting tomorrow, as I mentioned, on Tuesday, we begin to cool because this high pressure system that's been with us, that brought us a nice weather for Easter Sunday, that's bringing us a nice weather this afternoon, it's going to start to sink and allow this low pressure system that's coming in from the Gulf of Alaska to get closer to us. As it gets closer to us, this is when we start to see the clouds fill in. By Thursday night into Friday, this is when we're going to start to see some of that rain moving in about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Not a huge rainmaker, but at least we get some moisture. We get a little bit of a cool down, and then we start to warm right back up again, just in time for the weekend. Highs the next couple of days, upper 60s for the coast, low 70s for the metro areas, 80s today for the valleys, and then dropping down to the upper 70s. Here's a look at the Inland Empire, 83 today, 84 for the high deserts, and 67 for the mountains.